Okay.
So, yeah, so Hide is a facilitator
Yeah.
from Japan.
Yes.
So when we know each other already more than 6 years, I would say, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Facilitated together,
Yeah.
spot on facilitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's maybe you can what brought you to facilitation? What's you I know you worked as recruit before, right? And then you
Hmm.
became a facilitator. What made you become a facilitator?
Oh, very good question. I started my own business 22 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that I started my business basically based on facilitation. But when I started my own business, I was not so conscious about facilitation.
uh-huh.
Even my business model is based on facilitation, but facilitation is kind of core technology. But my business is more focused on marketing or sales consulting service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when in order to deliver my that marketing sales consulting service, in a sense, I adapt facilitation on that business model.
Ah, okay. At the beginning it was just a part of your business.
Yeah, yes, facilitation is kind of tools.
Ah, okay. And was there a kind of story or where you had like a epiphany or like oh this you saw the power of facilitation
Yeah,
in practice?
yeah, yes, yeah. So my first business model is to help clients. My main client used to be IT companies
Mm-hmm.
in Japan, major IT companies. I help them organize sales promotion seminar. But its style is like round table style. Round
Mm-hmm.
table. They invite their prospective buyers, major companies in Japan, IT department leader of major Japanese companies. I'm a host of just round table
Mm-hmm.
of round table. Uh, so uh, for me, facilitation means the host of round table at that time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so the reason why I started that business is when I started my own business, when I worked for or certain advertisement company as an employee,
Uh-huh.
I had a lot of connection of those who are engaged in creating new business model.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
2000, it's like the current moment of digital transformation, digital business.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. That was a
you
turning
call
point.
it at that time you call it internet business.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
And I invite my connection, my clients, my acquaintances to my company's office. So I organize a kind of round table.
Mm-hmm.
I just provided opportunity for them to share their thoughts, what their concern, yeah, what they are struggling with. I just wanted to provide such opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I was organizer, but I was not conscious that I am facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I didn't even know what facilitation
Mm.
is.
Mm.
But as yeah, I organize such meeting roundtable once in a month,
Mm-hmm.
and I run almost 1 year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as I run the roundtable, I became aware of that. This is my comfortable place, comfortable
Mm.
zone. This kind of role is very, very comfortable for me. Then afterward, what I was doing is called facilitation.
Mm.
Oh, it's facilitation like this.
Yeah, for me it was a little bit similar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
your
I
background is the IT,
yeah,
agile.
yeah, yeah. So I was an agile transformation coach at the company, and the company had problems with a little bit communication, and then I facilitated a workshop. I did a workshop. I didn't know also like you what is facilitation, but
Yes.
basically just okay, organized the workshop and asked the people what makes you happy at work, write it on a
Yeah.
post-it, and then they put it on the wall. And
Mhm.
everybody got so energized and happy and communicative. And
Yeah.
so, oh wow, that is great. That is I can make an impact with my work. And and then I became a management 3.0 facilitator. And then I had the title facilitator, but still didn't 100% know what it is.
I see. See.
And then yeah, I found you and spot on facilitation, and then I joined your workshop and learned more about facilitation. Ah,
Ah,
that's facilitation, and it's yeah, I think it's great because it's you creating, like in Japanese we say bar, right? You create the
yeah.
bar, the place basically.
Yes.
So a lot of work is preparation for the facilitator,
Mm,
and then you're creating the place where the people can
mm,
work on something and solve
mm,
the problems by themselves.
mm,
So I think I'm not the greatest fan of the teacher because it's a one way
mm.
directive approach, but facilitation is people are developing the solution or learning by themselves, which is much more yeah it sticks much better, and also the people are more committed to the
Yeah.
solution and they remember it better. So I think that's the great thing about facilitation.
Yeah. Yes.
What
There's,
what makes a great facilitator in your opinion?
uh, yeah. I think the important role of facilitator is, as you're saying, creating bar, creating
Mm,
environment where the
mm,
people can speak up, people can generate ideas spontaneously. As you know, I'm a musician.
mm,
I'm a drama.
mm, mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to be in the rock band. I was bandmate, and I was drum. I was drum. Basically, I'm drama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
drama's role.
I thought guitar player.
Yeah, yeah, but basically I'm drama. The drama's role is really like facilitator's role. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
drama is sitting behind the main player, guitar player, lead vocal. Sometimes dramas completely concealed by main players, front players. Guitar,
That's true. That's true.
drama cannot be attention keeper. But I'm very comfortable uh, being such position.
Uh-huh.
So drama needs create a group environment where other bandmates can play comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, such kind of job is very valuable for me.
Mm.
So it's very similar to the facilitation role. Yeah, that's great terms of facilitation. Yeah,
Yeah, so you create the rhythm basically.
yeah.
And the others play whatever
Yeah,
chords or music they want, or what is planned, of course. But yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, rhythm is very important
absolutely. The
in
rhythm is
music and in facilitation.
mm. Yeah, so sometimes you have to put energies.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to take energy
Yeah,
out if there's too much energy in the room. So
yeah.
that's, I think, it's so also the facilitator needs to be very sensible and highly emotional, yeah, sensitive to what is needed for the group.
Yes.
So yeah, have you seen? I mean, of course you have seen, but do you can give a story or where you saw how facilitation triggered change? So facilitation is also a change management method, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very good question. Yeah, I saw lots of change. That's a moment to change something. But in early days of my career, I was trying to bring something change very intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I learned the less intervention brings the more changing.
Mm-hmm. A less intervention.
Yeah. Less
Mm-hmm.
interventions brings more changing. So, in early days, as I tried to encourage participants to change. Oh, you need to change. I bring this activity for you to change, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it, I switched my approach to bring something good environment where participants spontaneously can change.
Mm-hmm.
It it becomes the work. So
Ah, okay.
yeah.
A little bit
So
unconsciously.
yeah, unconsciously,
Mm-hmm.
unconscious. So
Mm-hmm.
so nowadays I can see the moment. I can see the climate is change.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, like something serious. Yeah, I can see that moment. Oh, it's not climate is change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that moment is very, very happy for me.
Ah, okay. So when you can see the the participants changes
Yeah,
because you created some some exercise or some yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the same thing in my workshops. I mean,
Mm-mm.
management 3.0 usually, especially in Japan, it's quite still progressive, and then people are a little bit shocked sometimes, but then you can see the change. Ah, and the aha moments
Yes, yes,
and things like that. That is great. Yeah, especially if you explain something and then they don't understand, but when they do it, then ah, okay, that's
yes.
why I think it's much better than just explaining. Then also when they do the exercises.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yes.
so what is have you seen any difference in Japanese and European groups or Western groups?
Yeah. I used to think it's totally different.
Oh, yeah.
Different when I facilitate Japanese dominant group from when I facilitate cross-cultural groups. But recently, changing my mind. It's we should pay more attention to the difference between individual rather than difference between culture between national culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
So my lesson through my experience, I facilitated lots of cross-cultural groups. My lesson is the difference between individuals is very, very big, very, very. Even in Japanese dominant group, each participant is totally different.
mm,
So we need to pay more attention that such individual difference. Otherwise, we are likely to be biased by preconcept.
mm,
Japanese should like this. Indians should like German. German should like this.
mm, mm,
Stefan, you are German,
mm.
but you are totally different from other German people.
That's true, yeah.
It's very I think it's very important.
Mm, mm, mm. Ah, that's really good point, yeah. That is yeah, no, I mean uh yeah, like you said, individual has each individual is different. Then you have also the group. I
Mm,
mean, if you have an organization, you have a workshop in a company,
mm,
they have a organizational culture. This is different from another company.
mm.
So yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Probably should more focus on that than yeah, nationalities.
Mm.
So what do you think? I mean, I think leaders and everybody needs facilitation skills nowadays, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're a manager or a leader, you're having a lot of meetings,
Mm, mm,
sometimes too much, and then you should get the best out of it. And I think therefore it's important to have some certain skills of facilitation to optimize this meetings, make them more effective. So um, that, as I said before, the preparation is important, and nowadays AI can also help you a lot, right?
mm,
So you can say, I have this kind of meeting to ChatGPT. Um, Please make me an outline, or giving me some tips,
mm,
and also having some little group works in the meetings, even or
mm,
discussions,
mm,
pair discussions or something could be good.
mm,
Icebreaker at the beginning is always good, even if it's only like 2 minutes,
mm,
because then research shows that people are more participating at the meeting.
mm.
So what do you think leaders should have or do for getting better facilitators for their meetings?
Very difficult question. Yeah, yeah. As you're saying, facilitation skill is very needed for every leader.
Mm,
Every leader. Uh, it's same as management 3.0. Yeah, see, management 3.0, management 1.0
mm,
is top-down management. Management 2.0 is shifting to kind of servant management, like yes. So in that mode, it requires facilitation skill,
mm,
facilitation skill. And I think my understand about management 3.0 is a very progressed mode, or instead of managing by individual, so we yeah, we make system manage.
mm. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like a garden.
Yeah, yes, yes. So I think it's very similar to the role of facilitation, as I told you earlier, creating environment
Mm,
where where participants can then create something. So leadership, role of leadership will be shifting to more shifting to creating environment.
mm,
Uh, So in order to do it, leader should think how to create environment, or
mm,
what kind of environment would be more appropriate or more spontaneous for or group members,
mhm, mhm.
team members. So it's very difficult difficult area, even in facilitation. Mm. So uh, so, so in a sense, in recent days, this leader should be acquired uh, as a very advanced facilitation skill.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And so where could they start? How is there some tip you can give, or how to start, or a little technique you would recommend to learn, or you have some offering for them? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I uh, recently I'm very interested in complexity thinking.
Mm,
Yeah, complexity thinking theory.
mm-hmm,
Uh, I mean, it's even if it looks very tiny change,
mm,
but very tiny change might bring very big difference.
mm,
So when we try to capture uh, what kind of change would influence, what kind of change would become big difference, uh, we need to carefully observe what's going on.
mm,
So uh, we we need to have lots more room to for us to wait and see.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So when we try to address something issues, we're likely to
mm-hmm,
intervene. Sometimes that it should be too much intervention, but instead of intervening too much, we need we we should wait and see. We should see what happens. we should try to capture something clue to bring big difference. It's very uh, difficult. In Japanese, matsu.
Ah, so you mean, so basically listening, watching,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
observing, and looking for the nuances and the tiny things
yeah,
in the
yeah,
between the words, even but between
yeah,
the lines.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, that's good. That's
Mm.
quite good. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
it's
So,
it's a out of science of uh, facilitation.
yeah.
It's the area of art.
Yes, it is art. It's absolutely art. It's absolutely art. And yeah, I just wonder where it will go in the next 5 years. So now um with AI, I think there will be some
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
circumstances
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
online workshops where
yeah,
probably an AI will replace the facilitator
yeah,
in a very simple setting. I can see that.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I think for the in-person workshops, which I
yeah.
personally see was much more value,
Mm,
because the for me the power of the workshop
mm,
is not only the content but also the interactions between the people and the connections they make, the discussions they have during the coffee break,
yes.
and then becoming closer to each other. Basically,
Mm,
it's all about team building, right?
mm, mm,
And this uh, you can do much better in an in-person event.
mm.
So where do you see the future of facilitation in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. Yeah, we often discuss about how AI
Mm,
influences our job.
mm,
Uh, in the future, AI can replace facilitator.
mm,
But at the same time, if AI technology will advance in the future, I assume we do no longer to discuss to s- to resolve something problem.
mm.
Instead of human discussing human discussion, AI can can resolve problem. Nowadays, in the meeting room, we're trying to address the issue. We're trying to resolve problem by discussion.
Mhm.
And in the future, AI robot facilitator can facilitate. But in that in that future, human do no longer discuss. AI facilitate AI.
That can happen too, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I just saw a video yesterday that's in Germany. Some woman made her died husband
Yes.
into ChatGPT and
Yeah.
could talk with her husband, which was dead already. That's scary. So.
So my assumption is that if the facilitator can survive, facilitator's role is more shift to emotional things.
I
Yeah.
think so too. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
When we
Well,
try to resolve problem logically,
mm,
AI can do
mm,
AI can do that.
mm,
But how to improve relationship,
mm,
how to be comfortable
mm,
is remains as human area.
mm, mm, absolutely. Yeah, that's the, and I think that's why connections and emotional connections, meaningful connections become more important
Yeah, yeah,
in these days.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So in the future, human might miss very unproductive things.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, that's kind of in Japanese we call it dodo meguri. Dodo
mm,
meguri. Dodo meguri is kind of spiral of a negative spiral of discussion.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
That can happen, and that needs to
yeah.
be
But in the future, we
addressed.
human miss such kind of unproductive things.
Mm,
And a facilitator could be the one who intentionally brings some such kind of unproductive things.
uh, brings or okay.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
also the danger of the
yeah,
facilitation.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, in this meeting, you can speak in any ways. You can fight each other anyways.
Uh, 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 uh.
You can do very unproductive things. You don't have to agree.
Yeah.
We can reiterate unproductive.
Yeah. It's sometimes necessary to in the process to reach the productivity again, right?
Right,
Like it's always like up and downs in the process.
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Our time is up. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah, that was quick, right?
yeah.
Thank you very much for joining. And
Yes.
yeah, I mean, thank everybody for joining too. You can find Hideyuki's profile in the event description. Leave a comment. Contact us if you have any questions or requests. And yeah, thank you, Hide, for joining. It was really, really great discussion and
Yeah, thank
learned
you,
much
Stefan.
about facilitation. Thank you. Hope to see you again.
It's very
And
fun.
yeah, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye
Thank you. Bye.
bye.